So in this question here, our goal is to express x in terms of y, or in other words, to get x on one side of this equation. And this is going to be a little bit different to our usual process of just factorizing and simplifying in the case of algebra, but it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. So there's always going to be a few steps, and the first step is going to be always to get the variable we want on one side away from the bottom of a fraction, because any number on the bottom of a fraction is pretty much impossible to work with. And so we just need to multiply across by that number. And so what I'm going to do is just going to multiply across by x minus 2 to get rid of this fraction altogether and then see how it looks. And so by multiplying across by x minus 2, we get that 3x plus 1 is equal to y times x minus 2. So again, just to get rid of our fraction first. And so the next step now is going to be to get rid of our brackets. So we've got 3x plus 1 on the left hand side, and then we've got y times x, which is just yx, minus 2 times y, which is going to give us minus 2y. So now you can see we've got just normal terms now. So we've got numbers times x and also y times x here on the right. And so now we just need to rearrange this to get x on one side. And so the first step I'm going to do is just to get all terms involving x, which contain an x, onto one side together. And so we see we've got this 3x, which we're going to leave on the left hand side, but we need to get this yx over as well. So they're both on the same side. So I'm just going to basically subtract across by yx, and I'm also going to subtract across by 1 to get rid of this on the left hand side as well. And so now, as you can see, we've got 3x minus yx being equal to minus 2y minus 1. So just remember, we took over this plus 1, and because we subtracted it, it became minus 1 on the right hand side. And so hopefully this is all making sense so far. And we're actually almost there. And what we can do now is take out x on the left hand side, because we've got 3x and a minus yx, and they both contain x. So when we factorize out x, we're going to get x times 3 minus y, and that's going to be on the left hand side. And then on the right hand side, we still have our minus 2y minus 1. And so as you can see now, we've actually got x on its own. So x is just outside the bracket. And so what we can do now is just divide across by this 3 minus y on the left hand side. And so that is going to basically give us a new fraction, and that fraction is going to be minus 2y minus 1 over 3 minus y. And this is actually a fully correct answer, but there is generally something we do in maths where if you see two numbers on the top which are both negatives, so you have both a minus 2y and a minus 1, and you don't have that on the bottom, what you can actually do is just multiply both the top and the bottom of the fraction by minus 1, and that's going to get rid of this. So I'm going to show you what I mean here now. So we have a minus 2y, if we multiply that by minus 1, it becomes a plus 2y, so we get 2y minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1, so that's kind of part of the plan here. And so we've got 2y plus 1 now on the top. And then on the bottom, we're going to do the same thing, except it's going to become, instead of 3 minus y, it's going to be y minus 3. Because if we multiply minus 1 into that, we get minus 3 and then plus y. And so it looks a bit nicer when you have 2y plus 1 up on the top. Again, both answers here are correct. These are both correct answers here on the last two lines. But it is generally just something that we do to have positive numbers as much as we can in fractions. And so that is going to be it for this question. And hopefully that makes sense and you enjoyed the video.